This episode brought to you by Westerosi Needlework. Snitches get stitches.
Hey everybody, we're watching Season 1, Episode 3 of Game of Thrones, and you're watching the Binge Watchers on the Wall.
This is the journey of one man who knows way too much about Game of Thrones, and one man who has never seen it. Miscast Commentary presents Binge Watchers on the Wall, a Game of Thrones podcast. Now here are your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Binge Watchers on the Wall. I'm Joe Finley.
Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we're back with another special episode for you guys, for you, the listeners, the ones who are supporting us, the ones who are putting
almost as special as us.
Yeah, the ones who are putting my kid through a fake college that costs no money, or very little money at the very least.
Yeah, we're pretty special.
Fantastic. Short bus.
I was just going to say, the shortest bus you've ever seen.
Yeah.
They don't make buses short enough for us. That's how fucking special we are.
Yeah, it's a two-seater.
Fucking right it is.
We have to sit in the one seat because the other one's for the bus driver.
Exactly. Let's fucking do this thing.
Hey,
I was going to see if you wanted to do like a hey, what happened last time? But I got it.
You got it in your head?
Oh, I got it totally. And I'm sure that they're going to be binging this. So there doesn't need to be a last time on miscast commentary.
Yeah. This is actually one of the few shows that does not do that. HBO shows, I guess, in general, don't.
Because they know you're just like, if you're watching the show, you got it.
Well, what they do, actually, when you watched it on HBO, they would do one, but it would be a promo that aired before the show. It's not like a part of the episode.
Did they ever do like where Buddy Hardwick shows up talking Thrones?
Yeah. Not with Chris Hardwick.
Oh, but Zach Braff talking Thrones.
That would be amazing. No, it was... It's the creators, Benioff and Weiss.
The guys that are going to ruin Star Wars.
Yeah, ruin my childhood.
Ruin everything.
I'm getting up. I'm looking for my phone.
He's wandering around. I forgot where he is again. Oh, there he goes.
You listen up, Ted.
Ever seen somebody shit themselves like this? Hey, oh.
They don't shit them like this anymore.
Oh, God.
And then you're like, oh, yeah, they do shit them like this. And then you start doing it. It's just a whole fucking nightmare of a thing.
That's why this room is covered in. This room, when we film, is like Dexter's kill room.
Only with shit.
Just ricocheting everywhere. Holy God.
If you hold up a black light to this room, nothing, because it's too covered in shit to find the semen. Which is statistically, you think about me and it's statistically impossible, but you're like, nope. God, I hope my kids never listen to this when they get older. Yeah. It just occurred to me.
What in God's? It just occurred to you have children that may listen to this.
Oh my God. One day I'm going to have like my children will be like 14 years old and they're going to be like, let's listen to what like dad was like back in like the old day. God, I hope the internet's not a thing anymore by then.
They'll be like, he turned into everything he said he was going to.
Yeah.
It'll just be the two of us together holding hands shitting.
He nailed it.
Yep.
I really don't have a problem with it if I'm being perfectly honest with you.
Me either.
Excellent. All right. Well, there's only one thing we can do at this point. We got to get these bad boys going. Otherwise, it's going to take forever. So let's press play.
Play now. Ah, perfect.
You did a really good job, I think.
What's going on with this channel? You paying for static?
Yes.
Holy fuck. Oh, here we go.
I wonder if it threw anybody off at any given times. I still love...
You don't even wait the 4 seconds. You're just like, what the fuck? Call the company, turn it off, call the company. Fucking thing static.
Are you watching HBO again? Yeah.
I wonder how they must have a good show programmer like what you do. Yeah. Because like the episodes are all too short and you know what I mean? They're never an hour. They're not like 22 minutes, 42 minutes. Like,
well, the reason they're basically given fairly free reign as to how long they want them to be. And then they just program around it. So like you'll see, cause, last week tonight airs after this. It was like recently. And some days it would be like, oh, okay, this is on at 10 o'clock to like 11:15. And then and Daily Show came out at 11, or not Daily Show, last week tonight came out at 11:15. Sometimes it would come on promptly at 11 because it's finished at like 10:51 and then they play like trailers and shit like that. You know how the movie networks
Did anything change? You said sometimes things will change in the sweep over here.
No, nothing.
Nothing yet. Nothing major has happened to the landscape. I guess there hasn't been a big explosion.
No, nothing big is happening.
I think that ice wall's pretty cool, though.
The ice wall is very cool, and you get way better looks at it, obviously, in the near future. It still blows me away every time when you see this, though, and it like sweeps in. You know what I'd like to see? I'm surprised somebody hasn't done it yet. Made a virtual reality thing where you like watch this and you're like riding the ride kind of thing.
Throwing up everywhere, laughing.
Totally. I always look forward.
Game of Thrones.
I'm always looking forward to throwing up, though. You know me. It's my sport. So
I remember we used to have our Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
where it's a game show and a throne comes up. You're like, whose throne is this? I don't know, Gwildorf? Like, no. It's like throwing a name out there.
Another one comes up. That is Queen. That's Queen Elizabeth's throne.
Exactly.
I couldn't mistake that for nothing.
Okay, here we go.
All right,
we're starting it up.
The Starks are arriving in King's Landing. I really like too because it's like...
Oh, okay, so wait a second. So they are now going back to...
Where the king...
Kingland.
Yeah, yes.
Where the king... Because he's going to be the king's right-hand man.
Correct.
So the last thing he did was murder all the poor dogs.
Just the one. One dead dog.
One of them took off. That killed me.
Yeah, we're 1 for 2.
Is that Boy George?
Everybody's Boy George.
Is that Boy George back there?
Yeah, anybody who missed an earlier episode, the beginnings of rumors and whatnot came out that Sophie Turner wants to play Boy George in a biopic, and I really hope that works out.
He does not look happy to be here. He's like, fuck, man, now I'm stuck doing this shit.
He owns it so much.
It looks a lot warmer here as well than it did back where they were from.
It is. And
there's like palm trees and shit.
Because it gives you a good sense of... All right, so this is your first view of the throne. It's your first official view of the Iron Throne.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, but yeah, anyways, you get a real sense of geography because of the distance between everything, and because of like they'll tell you how long it takes you to get from point A to point B and stuff like that.
So this is the king's son.
No, this is the king's brother-in-law. This is the queen's brother.
Oh, that's right. Yes, they're banging each other.
Yes,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hot, sexy sex. Very handsome.
The king shits in the hand wipes. What a piece of shit that guy is.
That's a fantastic line, though. I'll give you that. It's different. I think it's different in the book. I think it's I can't remember what it was. I don't think it's the hand wipes. I think the hand wipes is a better line.
Ooh, we're having a nice little.
These two have
nice back and forth here.
These two have wonderful, like almost to the point where you think they're gonna fuck right afterwards. Like it's like
fight or fuck, boys. Come on, no, they hate each other.
Like The Rock and Vin Diesel in Fast 5.
Oh my god, at all times. This is very like it's kind of a little bit less reserved than like the Brits kind of, because you see always like in Downton, so they're kind of jabbing at each other, but it's a little bit under the surface. This one is just like our heads are above the water, and like we're essentially just, without saying it, I fucking hate you.
The difference being in Downton, it's 30% less likely that it's going to end in a sword fight.
I know the incest ratio is way higher. Way higher.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but Maggie Smith, she a beautiful woman in her day. She looks like incest now.
So this guy is
but he was actually present because the Mad King killed the father and brother of Ned Stark.
Right.
And of him, yes.
Yes.
And so like he was here, and it's an interesting story, and you see it develop a lot because he is the one who like we said, Jaime's the one who killed the king, the previous king.
Right.
But he was his Kingsguard. He was sworn to protect him, and he's the one who killed him because he was going like bananas. So you kind of almost see two sides of him, even when he's explaining, like he's like, yeah, your dad died in that. He's like, didn't deserve to die like that. He's saying it like an asshole, but at the same time, you're kind of like, whatever. He's not a bad looking fella though.
No, he's not. That's why his sister's banging him.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, I'm glad
I'm ugly enough that my sister wants to leave me alone.
We can only hope.
So these are very interesting characters we're coming to meet right now. So this is Lord Varys. You will come to know him as a eunuch. But this is what's called the Small Council, is what we're looking at there now. So he's about to shake hands with Renly Baratheon. This is the brother of the king.
Each other in a while, I guess.
Yep, but this is the brother of the king.
Okay.
And then this is Peter Baelish, or as in the audiobook, because I guess they hadn't established how his name was to be pronounced by then, they keep saying Petyr because it's spelled like Petyr. Right. So I kept saying Petyr, and I'm like, will you fucking stop it?
Couldn't they have asked George R. R. Martin?
I don't know that he had even landed on it, because even like in Star Wars, when they were going into when they were doing like the reading, they were talking about going to Coruscant.
Right.
And instead of Coruscant. And then they were asking, they're like, is it Coruscant? And they're like, we haven't actually landed on that yet. We haven't decided.
Who's this guy?
He's interesting. So he's Grand Maester Pycelle. We talked about the Maesters, how they were kind of like they're like part priest, part monk, part healer, part like
like kind of all-purpose shaman guy.
Yeah, kind of. They take care of a lot of things. But I don't know if you recognize him.
Let me tell you,
he's one of the officers from Star Wars.
Let me see him again.
I know, like it would be so hard for you to recognize him, but he is.
Does allow eunuchs to hang around or what?
Just the one, yeah.
That means he was chemically castrated or something, doesn't it?
Not chemically, but
yeah, chopped.
Yeah, he got cut
for wrongdoing, or is this something you would do for your god or something?
They'll explain it. I don't want to.
Okay, cool. Okay,
so
I'm
there's
asking the right questions. Then
there's the picture of Grand Maester Pycelle and him in Star Wars. So.
Oh no shit!
Yeah,
I never would have. Never.
No, neither did I though. So don't. So we're now already saying that he's finding out that the kingdom has basically blown all the money. They don't have any money, and
they are in the debtor.
And you get a little bit of an interesting bit here too, because
who are they talking about? Who's Robert? Robert is the king?
Robert is the king, yes.
I mean, I have a feeling that it's going to be his money men that are doing it. Yeah, although war isn't cheap.
War's not cheap, and there's a lot of things, and just the way he lives and stuff is pretty big. But the other part that you find out is that they are in debt to the Lannisters, who is the queen and Jaime Lannister and all of them. So the king owes his wife's family a ton of money.
Oh yeah.
I love it's gonna be really funny.
And I do mean pleasure. Because winks and licks.
Because like just at this starting point, just at this starting point, you see all these characters, and like some of them you're gonna love. Like almost every scene, there's gonna be one person you're gonna love and one person you're gonna hate. By the end.
This little piece of shit.
Oh.
You fought off a dire wolf like a brave guy.
Yeah.
Oh, at least he's telling her the truth. Well, she's evil to the fucking core too, so he can tell her of his heroic non-doings. I can't stand this woman.
Yeah. So, but I like what she's saying here. Like, well, I don't like what she's saying, but what she's saying is true here. She's saying, your father was a traitor when the other guy was king, but now he makes his own thing. So why? So you make your own rules. You didn't get bit by a direwolf. You killed the direwolf.
Right.
You're a monster.
Yep. Change the story to fit the need there.
You got it.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a real winner as the fucking.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wish my mother would have this conversation just like this with me.
She used to talk to me about this constantly.
My mother just sit down here. I'm going to talk to you about fucking whores. Again?
I get called over. Like, even when you and I weren't, like, together, right? Like, she would call me over, and she's like, so how you doing with the whores?
Are you fucking any of these whores yet, Joe?
Are you painting their asses with your cum?
This is kind of weird, Mrs. Todd.
Mrs. Todd. I've never called her anything but mom in my life.
She's like, how would you slap your whore, son?
Yeah.
Show me with your penis how you'd slap the whores.
It's so little.
I wouldn't put it past her.
No, I know. Might as well. But Brian Kirk directed this episode. He's directed episodes of Luther and Penny Dreadful and lots of like serial stuff. But that's his pedigree. And then David Benioff and D.B. Weiss wrote the episode as they did the first two episodes. So yeah.
I dig that the because the king went mad. It's like this. All this like espionage kind of like fight for the throne. Like everybody's scheming for the throne. Exactly. Everybody, even if they're not scheming, somebody's scheming for them. Like, I've got you in my plan, so don't fucking go anywhere.
Well, it's like we talked about the last time. Like, as soon as that king died, the throne was just up for grabs.
Ooh, yeah.
He's like, everybody is a usurper.
And so, let me get this straight again. So the king, his son-in-law, is the one who stabbed the Mad King.
Yes, correct.
Probably.
No, not son-in-law, brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law stabbed the Mad King.
Yes.
And I like her.
Yeah.
I like her so far.
So, yeah.
And then, so what it looked like is, like, remember they said, too, is, like, they were bad.
Yes.
He was with the king doing heinous shit, and then at the last minute, he probably turned and was like, oh, fuck you. It'll look good for me now to be the one who stabbed you, even though I was probably pushing you to do this crazy shit most of the time.
That part, like the pushing part, didn't happen, at least based on the information I have. But the idea that he served at the king's pleasure, so whatever the king wanted him to do, he did it.
That's right.
And so, like, he probably killed innocent people.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, he got to this point.
Right.
But yeah, he wasn't.
He could have said no. He could have been.
It's one of those things, though. He says no, he's dead.
You're dead.
So it's like it's a tough thing.
That is a tough one. But does it turn ya? Does that kind of action turn ya?
Possibly.
Like allowing yourself to do these tasks.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, these people were never innocents to begin with. It's not like they were corrupted by the king.
Right.
They were shitty to begin with.
They kind of grow up shitty. Well, having a conversation like that with your mom is probably going to turn you pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Because if there's that kind of conversation, you know there's many more like that before and after to come.
Yeah, you're going to hear a lot about people's moon cycles.
I'm tired of hearing about people's moon cycles and their blood cycles.
So they're all so gross.
Oh,
so this is obviously Maisie Williams. Like we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna cover 2 cast members per episode.
I forgot.
So
who are you doing today? Maisie Williams?
Maisie Williams and Sophie Turner. So Maisie Williams, this was her acting debut. So far, pretty much almost everybody we've dealt with, other than Mark Addy and Sean Bean, has been their acting debut. So she started in this. She did some Doctor Who episodes in 2015. She had like a regular stint with that season. She was in the movie Mary Shelley fairly recently, about the actual story of the woman who made Frankenstein. She's in Then Came You, kind of an indie thing, and she's got the New Mutants coming out.
Oh, she's gonna be New Mutants,
where she plays Wolfsbane.
That's his daughter, right?
Yes, yep. That is his daughter.
That is his daughter, and so Sophie Turner.
Yes.
So I know they're, like I said before, I know they're, it's good to...
It takes some getting used to.
We learned some more characters now from the new realm, and I'm like, well...
And everybody's going to give you...
grief.
No. I was going to say, I think everybody's willing to give you slack because we're talking through the entire thing while you're keeping up with it. The fact that you're keeping up with it at all is kind of miraculous.
I know, I'm doing pretty good, actually. This
So-
is what pisses my girlfriend off a lot.
Yeah.
It's because, like, we'll be talking... and like the ADHD wheel of truth is always turning, man. It's always fucking turning. And so I'll be like speaking to her, and then I'll say something, you know what I mean? And I'll say something over here, then come back to the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can have 4 conversations at the same time.
It's not always my experience with you. When we went and saw Captain Marvel, it was a fucking nightmare. You're sitting there, you're talking to me about some bullshit, or you're talking about the popcorn or whatever. You're like, I gotta piss for popcorn. I gotta eat all this popcorn. What did she just say? Fucking pay attention.
No, come on.
Is that what she said?
I didn't have to. I don't pay attention when women talk. That's why I had no idea what happened in that whole movie. My God.
Oh my God, that's sort of the best thing you've ever said, but sort of the worst at the same time.
Yeah, good thing my girlfriend doesn't listen to this or any other woman.
Hi-yo.
That's not true. Girlfriend, there's lots of girls.
Yeah,
we've been selling titty teas off this thing forever, especially the Tremors one, the big Tremor.
Yeah, we've sold.
We should have a titty one with the Tremor coming right up between the boobs.
It
says graboid on the back with an arrow pointing to the girl's ass. Yeah. It's a Me Too movement shirt. You know? Okay, wait. He's talking to his daughter.
It's basically the idea of, he's giving her this, like, this is who you're going to be. This is how you're going to grow up, and these types of things. And she's like, this isn't who I am. Like you don't even understand who I am, apparently.
Right.
But now he's also giving this kind of warning, because like they said, every family has their words, and so the Starks, as winter is coming, because they're up north, and that's
right.
So they are used to protecting, like he says, we're used to protecting ourselves and looking out for our own and that sort of thing. Because when, like, in this world, when winter and summer happen, it's not for a season, it's for decades sometimes.
Right.
So like a winter comes and but it's not consistent. Like you could have a 6-year winter and a 30-year summer, and then your next winter could be 75 years from
right. There was a good if I was her, I'd be worried about that other little shit.
What, the other girl?
If that little fucking piece of shit would have had his way, they would have murdered her. Yeah. And even the queen was like, there should be some kind of punishment. And then, but he's like, the king's like, they're kids. What do you want to do? Murder him? Like,
yeah. So here's our reminder.
Oh yeah, that's right. The last thing that happened was he opened his eyes.
Correct him, Mundo.
And someone tried to kill him, and his dog. Where is he? They didn't get this guy.
No. I was saying he might actually be in that pile because they match it perfectly.
Yeah.
No,
he's probably leaning on him. That's his body pillow right there.
That'd be amazing. That's actually a very impressive pillow for the times.
I know. It looks straight out of like IKEA or something.
Yeah.
Or one of those body pillow stores.
It's a Fleurn.
I didn't even know where to get a pillow. I was like, where do you buy a pillow from in this day and age? I just went to Walmart.
Literally anywhere.
I know, but I was like, you think there'd be like a pillow store?
You can get one at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Oh my God. Have a lie down.
Yeah.
You feel full up. I don't want to use the same pillow as everybody else with all the barbecue juice dripping off them. It's like
I thought you were going to say barbecue jizz, and I was going to say that's very accurate.
Barbecue jism. Yeah. So he's still back. They left him.
Yeah,
who stayed? His mother probably.
His mom stayed behind, and his oldest brother stayed behind,
right?
Because he's actually like taking over as lord right now.
Ooh, this is the good. They keep saying winter's coming.
Yes,
one night that lasted a generation.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
It's a really interesting like thing, and there's no real spring or autumn. Like it's basically they'll say like winter's on its way or like summer's on its way kind of thing, which would I guess be your mid-season kind of thing.
At least she asked him. She's like, it's gonna get worse from your kid.
So now she's saying that first long night is when the White Walkers came and started like.
I wonder if somebody's going to have a. She asked, she's like, you want me to continue? This is your kind of story, dark shit. He's like, yeah.
This is almost like the opposite of what Peter Falk did for Fred Savage.
He's like, lady, I just got kicked out of a window from a brother that was banging his sister.
Yeah. How about a minute of positivity?
Yeah, like
just a minute.
So this is I kind of like this dude.
Is Rob Starr. I like him.
Yeah.
He has the right look, and he's in some stuff. Well, again, we'll get to that later on. I believe he just signed on for that Marvel movie with the Eternals with Angelina Jolie.
I don't even know one thing about the Eternals, but I didn't know anything about any of them, half of them. So
that's
now
exactly where I'm just like I'm
not gonna say it's gonna be bad. Everything they do is fucking gold. Those fucking Midas touch. So moms, that was probably the best thing possible for them to all leave him alone.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that they're gone, are they going to be still pursuing to kill him?
Well, that's not what they didn't leave him because they didn't know he was in danger. As far as everybody knew when they left, he fell.
No, but then they found out that they found the knife, and the knife belonged to. Remember the guy that was killed in the room trying to stab him?
They were already gone. The family was already gone.
Oh, they're already gone.
So it was
man. They should be sending like a dude.
Send a raven.
My liege.
Yeah.
My liege.
Yeah. But it's a dangerous, like they're saying, it's a dangerous game. If they believe the Lannisters did this, they can't send a raven to King's Landing where the Lannisters can intercept it.
Right.
Well,
they need to. Oh, there she is. No, she's here.
Well, yeah, she's now left to go after all that happened because she's the one who defended him from the knife.
Right.
She's coming to now warn Ned because she's like it's the only way because she even said ravens will be intercepted and.
I wonder if once the. Oh.
Yeah. So they know she came in secret, but they know it's her.
Oh yeah, they certainly do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So she's got a little message here.
And wasn't she going right to the top anyways? Or where is she going to go? Pretend that she wasn't even there and meet him in the bar?
She was sneaking around and she was going to get word to him because they don't want her to know she's here. But they know each other. So Peter Baelish. Oh, yeah, by the way, some titties because he runs a brothel.
Oh, nice.
These two... Back alley Sally, I do like that an awful lot.
Get your titties out of here, girl. Get that guy's cock out of here.
Get Joe Montaigne out of here.
Jesus Christ. Looks like a nice place, though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The girls here look... there's a little clickaroo there.
Yeah, I think it's just the headphones.
The girls look clean.
They do.
They're probably dirty. I don't want them that clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just rub it, like get a handful of mud and just rub down. Uh-oh. Varys.
How the fuck did this guy know?
He is...
Is that Odo?
No, it's not. it's Otho.
But
it's not him
Odo.
Either. Very similar, though. Actually, if you were to remake Beetlejuice, I would put him in as Otho in a heartbeat.
I believe he shops at the same store as the Oracle. Yeah. Clearly? Is that the right term? What's her name in
The Matrix?
Yeah, no. Tilda Swinton from Endgame.
Oh, the ancient
one.
Yeah,
I was actually going to him go to the same fucking store.
It's also not that dissimilar from the Matrix though when they're in Zion.
Right.
But But yeah, so the thing about Varys, he is the master of whisperers in that small council. Everybody has a job. So Peter is the master of coin. He's the guy who's in charge of the money.
Who's the guy who runs the brothel?
Yes.
And Buddy's the master of whispers?
Yeah. So he's the guy who he's got all the feelers out and he gets all the spies. And so his job is to get word back about what's going on and are there plots being attempted against the king and that sort of thing. So that's why he knew that she was coming, because that's his job.
Right. Did they use, because that's his knife. So did they, yeah. I think, by the way, I think that the master of whispers is the coolest fucking name. Mm-hmm. Fuck, is that ever cool? That's a real cool way to say you're a fucking gossip.
I'm really good at this.
Pillow talk. Oh, there's my man. So there he is.
I don't know if you recognize the man who was beside him.
What should be looking at? Oh, so this is what they do for fun on the. No. What are they called? The Braves?
These are this is the Night's Watch.
The Night's Watch.
They're training right now. They're all being trained because remember, like these guys don't come here as warriors for the most part.
They're still in the camp near the wall to guard it.
Yes. But these specific guys are literally learning how to fight right now. Now, Jon Snow knows how to fight because he grew up like with a family who like trained him and like. But for the most part, these guys are all criminals and shit like that. They've never held a sword in their life.
I love the sets.
I know.
I mean, like, this is like Kramer beating up the little kids in karate class. Like, you're cool, Jon Snow.
It's not unlike it. So yeah, the guy who's up in the top there, standing with. Well, yeah, you see Dinklage there too.
No, I know who Buddy is.
Yeah, but he was in Braveheart. He was like the Hamish's dad in Braveheart, but he's in lots of stuff.
He's in tons of shit. Yeah. I have to see him again because I think it's Buddy from. He was the bad guy from Last Action Hero with the glass eye.
I don't believe that's right. Let me double check.
It's not him. No, it's not him. No, it's not him. I thought it was him. I love the sets. I think the sets are beautiful.
Yeah.
He sort of looks like he could be that guy with the arm like get him from Lord of the Rings. Oh, yeah, that guy. Is that him?
No, it's not him.
No makeup. There he is. Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to guess. His name's James Cosmo. And he was in Game of Thrones. He's in Chronicles of Narnia. He's in Troy. Was another big one he was in. He's in Trainspotting. He's in Highlander. He's in tons of shit. Like you'll see him everywhere. But...
Oh my God, the old bastard can't even get there. He shouldn't have forgot it. He can barely breathe. Yeah. So he just got a note. Jon Snow just got a note from him.
Yes.
From his father.
Yes.
Oh, and Raven did make it to him.
Yeah. Well, that's just
you really got to watch out with this kind of shit because anybody could be reading the damn note. Looks like one of those astrology scrolls. That's what he's looking at right now. He needs his astrology.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he is.
Like, what are my lucky numbers today?
He is a flat out addict to the astrology.
So, okay, this is what I was going to say. It was his knife.
Yes. But she says he lost in a bet to some.
Right. So either he's lying or somebody used his knife so that he would get blamed for killing the son.
Yeah, but he says he lost it to Tyrion Lannister, who's Dinklage.
Right.
So now, right now, we've got a couple of suspects.
It's totally not Peter Dinklage. I mean, I saw the guy who attacked him.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know who gave him the knife or anything.
No. Somebody. Shit. Somebody gave him the knife. That's all we know.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's giving him a good choke.
Hey, what are you doing here, babe? I'm just choking this guy out.
Are you whoring? Is that what you do now?
He's like, Jesus, I told you to get a job. I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah. So you get a basic explanation about his backstory with Catelyn and stuff. He was in love with Catelyn back in the days when they were kids.
His wife.
Yeah. And then she was actually betrothed to marry Ned Stark's older brother.
Ah.
And then Peter actually challenges him to a duel. And then Ned's brother kicks the shit out of him and actually like slices him like.
Is this gonna come up in the thing?
They like talk about it kind of on and off.
How do you know it so well?
Because I've read the book too. It goes into way more detail.
How do you know that if it wasn't? That was like you're just making this up. I was like,
they do. He does tell the story, but.
Yeah.
He looks. It's so crazy too how different he looks.
I'll bet you even without being an actor, a movie star, I would consider him a star.
Yeah.
Of media, whatever. Like, I mean, maybe he's not been in just a ton of movies, but I'll bet he gets a ton of chicks without being a movie star.
I was going to say, I think he's married, so I think...
Well, if he wasn't, he would get a lot of chicks. I'll bet he gets hit on all the fucking time. He's very dapper.
You know who said she has a total crush on him? Kristen Bell.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, she has they were talking, Dax Shepard, his first episode of his podcast, he interviewed his wife, Kristen Bell, and he was talking about, they were talking about jealousy, and he's like, I wouldn't even know where to begin with jealousy. He's like, because your types are, and then he's like, they're like naming off everybody. They're like Idris Elba, Peter Dinklage, like this guy over here, but it was 4 or 5 people who were like could not be closer or could not be further away from like this, like each other. I do. You're low now though. What's happened there? No, it's not that. It's the mic. We're good. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Don't touch it anymore.
Sorry. Oh, there you go. It's back. It's back. We're back, baby.
So many technical issues all of a sudden.
Oh, what are they talking about here? I missed him. My microphone went out, so I couldn't see the TV, apparently.
He got...
his brother woke up.
Yeah.
Thanks for reading
He got the news. He read his stuff. Uh-oh. We have the blade.
Oh, fuck.
I like his character a lot in this, too. There's a lot of sharp characters in this. Like, they're so well written where you're just like, fuck, man, you are on your game. It's almost like this has been written for you.
Why? Okay, so is that why he was... Yeah, you'd think...
I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, the characters are really well written, actually. Well, so far, I'll let you know if anybody falls off base here or anything. Yeah. But, okay, so he's telling them the truth. But what was the deal with the two of them downstairs? Was he just pissed off that his wife is up there in the brothel with him?
Well, no, he thought he was being tricked. Because he was like, oh, I'm going to bring you your wife, and they brought him to a whorehouse. And like, so almost like an insult, right? Like, oh, your wife's just one of these whores.
But he's like, we're hiding her here so that the other people don't know, like, right.
Yeah.
Oh, so, the boy. They're saying the boy.
Yeah, and they're just saying, so they're like, what does he know? And they're saying he doesn't know anything. He doesn't remember.
Yeah, I know exactly. So, like, Jesus, they all probably already know you're banging anyways.
Yeah.
Whoa. She is a beautiful woman, though, eh?
Oh, my God.
Pretty.
And she's two totally different versions of beautiful. Like, with the long blonde hair, she's one type of beautiful. With her short brown, like, she's got short dark hair.
I'd like to see her with, like, the cornrow braids in, like an Orange is the New Black or something. I want to see her like all like...
Well, I was going to say like Monica and Friends when they came back from that tropical vacation.
Whoa. She's like, that's even a little far for me there, bud.
It's a bit much.
Oh, no, let's get her turned on.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, he said it too. They dropped the C word in this show.
Oh, man.
The battle for Cersei's cunt.
Yep.
That's bigger than Helm's Deep. That's bigger than any of the battles.
It is.
She's got a big cavern baby.
And it has just as many armaments.
Exactly.
There's actually, spoiler alert, there's a scene where an orc is running with a torch later and he like dives into it.
No, he goes down like a slip and slide right into the wall.
That'd be amazing.
They're all cheering on, like Mai Tais. Anyways, I was going to say way before. Yeah. I wonder if in the end of this, or, we'll find out that one of these people is with the White Walkers, or are they all going to have to band together because the White Walkers are some crazy shit?
There are a lot of really interesting theories that led up to what the real answer is.
Right.
I'll share them as we get a little bit further because I don't...
Yeah, don't tell me.
Well, no, there's a point where it'll be safe to tell you what the theories were, but right now I think it gives away a little bit too much about like who's still around, who's important, who's not important type thing, and I don't want to do any of that.
Oh, he was a little jealous there. He did it pretty slick though. Yeah. He's like, he still loves you, so you better do something right now to show me that you love me. I just came in and you were in there with him in a fucking whorehouse.
I know. It's a very interesting dynamic though, because like you said, like these guys are in arranged marriage that was done after her arranged marriage to his brother fell through because he died.
Well, he also he's still carrying this rage guilt around from having the son with the other woman when he thought he was going to die out in war. Like, he's intense.
He tried to steal the ring.
Yeah.
So there's so much going on.
He looks like, he's dying. He's so good in this. Like I said it before, I said this is the best role he's ever done.
Yeah. And it just,
I've seen a lot of them. A lot of times you can be like, I haven't seen every one, and I obviously haven't, but I've seen a lot of them.
And it's just in moments too, right? Like, it's like you see his face for a moment, you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah. At all times in this, he looks just stressed to the max.
Yeah. All right, so we're looking at, that's the old man there is Barristan Selmy. He's another knight of the King's Guard. And if you read into the books and stuff like that, you'll hear a lot about his conquests, like as a knight in his prime and stuff like that. And then we're waiting for the other shot of the other guy.
What's he on about now? He's asking everybody about their first kill.
Yeah, exactly. They're just talking man talk.
He looks like he's an all right king.
Yeah. He's your party king, I think.
Right. Like he said he wants to party. He likes the party end of it. He doesn't like, that's why he said, I'm going to keep partying horror and you can be the king.
Like if Booger became the king of the world.
We can only hope that Booger, what was his name?
Curtis Booger Armstrong.
Curtis Booger Armstrong.
Well, his character's name was Dudley Dawson.
See, this is not like, this is the, the thing that they all talk about it.
Mm-hmm. He's telling this story right now when he killed, I think is when he killed the Targaryen there, and he had his big warhammer. This is why I want to see a prequel that involves them as like in their prime. Right. He was a big like muscle monster, and he had his giant warhammer, and he like brought it down and literally crushed in his torso. And that's how he killed him. And I'm like, I would like to see that.
Right. He's having some real battle stress moment here, like a PTSD.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say
Oh, that was a different thing.
It's a good monologue, man. I've seen a lot of good monologues in this thing. I got to remember this one. If I could put a tag on something, I'd put it on this monologue right here.
It's crazy that this is the guy who played Fred Flintstone to Stephen Baldwin's Barney Rubble.
What's that?
He's the guy who played Fred Flintstone to Stephen Baldwin's Barney Rubble.
That is him. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah. So this is Lancel Lannister, this young little fae boy here, and he's a cousin of Cersei Lannister and Jaime Lannister and Tyrion Lannister.
So he's the cousin.
He's their cousin. Yeah.
The king is a Lannister.
No, the king is a Baratheon. His wife is a Lannister.
Is a Lannister. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
He is.
We're gonna get you around his familial.
He doesn't like them.
No,
you can tell he's always loved that first woman he was with. And he doesn't like that. He's just doing it for the circumstance and because that's the way you're supposed to do it. All this shit. But he said before, and this is the kind of thing that scene there was like, men are always like, I killed this and I killed that. But when the battle's over and you're alone with your thoughts, it's not a nice place to be after you've killed people.
Yeah, exactly. Well, also on top of that too, like his marriage was arranged too. Right. And it was for convenience because like he was in a failing kingdom that was like all falling apart because it had just been to war and stuff like that, and he's the new king, and so that's why like they were John Aaron suggested that he marry Cersei because it would like unite him with the richest family in the world.
Right.
Yeah, some sick ass war stories.
Oh, they're out of wine, but he had to go back and get some more wine.
Yeah.
It's the cord.
Yeah.
I'm not even touching it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Just leave it alone.
Don't touch anything, just float.
I've been floating through life for years.
Mm-hmm. This is really interesting too because like when you get into all these guys, because right now you would consider Jaime Lannister the best swordsman on the planet.
Right.
Once upon a time, Barristan Selmy was that man, and you'll hear occasional things about other guys like Aegon Targaryen, which is the one that Robert killed, was apparently like a really great warrior, and then there's a guy named the Smiling Knight who was a great warrior. Like there's so many.
So him right there, he's supposed to be the best swordsman.
He's the young prime.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, I never get touched.
Yeah,
and then Buddy was like, oh, you must pick your enemies well.
Yeah, exactly. But just you can see. I love it because Mark Addy has gotten himself into a place where it's just this slow burn of rage all the time. Like he always starts in a joyous or at least like a passive state, and it's just and you can see like the tears welling up in his eyes with anger. All right, we're visiting.
Oh, here they are. Here's Drago.
Yeah,
literally, Ivan Drago. I believe this so far is his best role. Like, keep your mouth shut, you terrible actor.
Yeah. Stand
there like the chiseled man you are and just grunt.
Yes.
He's terrible in Aquaman. Absolutely terrible, but I still say he makes a good Aquaman. Yet every time he opens his mouth, I'm just like, geez.
Isn't that true of virtually like everybody in every DC movie? Nobody talks.
Martha, why did you say that name?
That could have been any of the movies. I don't even
know. Exactly. That's exactly it. Yep.
Wouldn't it be amazing if you found out every one of their names were like every one of the moms' names was Martha?
Every character in the Justice League United turns looks, huh? Wait, why did you mention my mom?
Yeah.
Oh, she looks like she's been getting some sun.
Yeah. So she's learning a lot about now the slave culture of the of the Dothraki and stuff, because like they go and they like we said, they rape and pillage wherever they stop, and then they take everybody for slaves essentially.
Right.
And so she's learning a lot about what's
happening. Oh, he's like, oh, now you're getting it, Queen. Tell him to stop if you want him to stop. Fuck.
Yeah.
She's got the gear on now.
This is kind of like her version of like the Endorian like gear, right? Like she's like,
holy Jesus, what a name there, eh?
Looks like giant just weed plants.
Yeah, it does actually. She's not coming back.
Yeah, that's the end of that.
You know, fucking the guy from Hawaii, and they're fucking puffing on a big one there.
Definitely.
He's married to hippie girl there.
Lisa Bonet.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Her whole outfit's probably made of hemp. She does look like she's been getting some sun.
Yeah. She looks like if you took the prettiest girl in the world and then you just like gave her the Coachella lifestyle.
Right.
Like that's what she'd turn into.
She looks like she's been partying hardy.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What the fuck is happening?
He's a mean dude.
Oh, it's his buddy. That's her brother or whatever,
yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
He's pissed now because she commanded them to stop.
Woo!
Yeah, the whip.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Don't be getting up on the Queen. There you go, bud.
Yeah. I love these guys. It's just like
he's enjoying it. You got to enjoy your job.
She even said
she looks like she would tear you apart sexually.
I know.
Look at that woman. Show her again.
I know. But she even said, she's like, you should take his ear just to like teach him a lesson.
What's her name? You know why they chose her there?
Why?
White chick?
Because she's white.
Yes. But also, if you look at her, what is her name again?
Her real name?
Yes.
Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke. Yeah, okay, buddy. Her face looks like if you made like a robotic bust of it. She looks like her face is half CG or something.
Yeah.
Like her big eyes, like
she's got really pronounced features.
Yeah, if you had to make like, look at that. I feel like you could make a perfect like severed head of her.
Yeah.
Getting all worked up here talking about severed lady heads.
Yeah.
Getting all
but for sure. And so that's your first kind of moment because like Jorah Mormont there, who's the other guy who sounds like he's an old Jedi. He was sworn to Viserys here, but then it was but now he's like kind of, you see him leaning into Daenerys now as like, oh, I'm kind of following this one now. You don't boss me around,
buddy. I hope you just got the point there, bud.
Yeah.
I would be totally having somebody watch him at all times now because like fuck that.
In the book too, there's a lot of shame in walking when you're with the Dothraki. Like anybody who's walking is like a lower creature,
right?
Essentially, is like, you know, that's what the slaves do. That's what and even the only thing that would be considered lower, but just more on like a helpless standpoint, is like they're old and they're children. They get like pulled in carts and stuff like that, and it's like so that
it's like
so that considers you like weak.
And pulled in the cart, shit. Yeah.
So that's the group of weak, and then there's the group of worthless, who's the
like, if you're the man, you run
or
full out. Tom Cruise run the entire way there.
Oh my god. Nothing seems more exhausting than a Tom Cruise run. So
Dear God.
So this is the elevator to the top of the wall, which I don't know how.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What is this all sets or is it mixed?
It's a mix because
it looks I haven't really seen any CG that I could like that. Maybe that's probably CG. Yeah. Still looks really good.
Yeah. But it's
like the shine coming off the certain parts of the Look at this piece of shit elevator. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, right? This is
why is he going up there, just to take a peek?
Well, you have to like there are guards atop the wall, so you have to go up there from time to time. But yeah, there's any number of reasons.
I like the sound of that thing.
Yeah, I know, right? It sounds exactly as old and rickety as it should.
Yeah, it sounds like the Mind Buster at Wonderland or something. Like,
everybody needs to go to Canada's Wonderland because I think since we've started just this series, you've mentioned Canada's Wonderland like 16 times.
I think about it.
I know. I relate to it. I don't really know what else you want me to say.
Cool.
So you can see like this is kind of your rampart. It's like you can see that they've built like wood into it to create like structure.
Like trench, like some old land war. It's got like straight out of a fucking video game or something.
It's Uncle Benjamin.
Oh. Now this looks like a fun place to be hanging out.
It'd be all right. You imagine if wouldn't it be cool if they had a thing that you could do like this? Like at a theme park.
Oh my God! Freeze your ass off, and I was gonna say Lord of the Rings.
Well, you can do they can do the fake snow and stuff like that, right? But then have a thing, and even if that's like a screen below, it's just far enough down, and they do like a little fog machine.
Yeah.
So and then you look down, and it looks like you're looking like a million miles down, when in fact you're probably only like 15 feet off.
In our land, we'll have a Game of Thrones section.
Why not?
We'll have all different shit. All random things that they don't have.
Game of Thrones, Back to the Future 3.
Yeah. Have a hoedown.
The 1996 slam dunk contest.
It could just be, and Sean Kemp is just actually there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, fucking A.
Apparently he owns a sports bar now. I was looking up a very awful interview. It was NBA players who now work 9-to-5 jobs, but none of the jobs are 9-to-5, and most of them owns their own business.
Yeah.
It was the only one that was bad was like Vin Baker works at he manages a Starbucks because he blew all his money.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I heard that too, that he had a shit ton of it. Well, who's that guy again?
That's his uncle.
That's right.
So that's Ned's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuck on the wall.
So he's kind of pissed right now because he's talking about how he's more skilled than all the other guys.
Right. And he said you're not more skilled than anybody.
And he's like, you get what you get when you deserve it.
Right.
And
you don't just get it handed to you. You don't just move right to the front of the line. You got to put all the fucking legwork in like everybody else.
Yeah. You don't get it a minute before. You don't get it a minute after.
No safety rail or nothing?
No.
A bear's balls.
Yeah. I love that Tyrion decided to come here for pleasure.
Just for his shits. He does,
But he's kind of like what I would be if I was ridiculously rich. Let's just go to a weird place.
Yeah, why not?
It was this is the least comfortable time of year to go there. I'm like, yeah, but then I don't have to go back.
And he's a Lululian.
What?
He's allowed. What are they called? Lululians. What is their name?
Lannister.
He's a Lannister.
That wasn't even close. I'm fine.
We got lots of episodes, bro.
I'll forgive, but you've said it several times. This episode.
He is a Lannister.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
Aye. You should have said aye.
Aye. This guy's the perfect guy for this thing. He's we need somebody who looks super weathered. And just he needs to look like life has beat the shit out of him.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I guess he's... Oh, fuck.
Fuck. The seriousness of a Stark, eh? They're all so friggin' grim.
Dude, you can't say anything to Buddy. He's always got something to say, man. Don't sass him. Fuck. Why? See, he's not even supposed to be watching. So what's his problem? What's he saying?
Oh, because he's like, what, you're here just so we can entertain you,
right?
Type thing. But I like it. He kind of reminds me of, remember that episode of Seinfeld when Seinfeld was trying not to be funny. And he's
she falls in love with him because he's all morose.
Yeah,
she's he's so dark and morose.
That's the beginning of every Stark. That's their baseline, and then you just add gruffness
about anything.
Yeah, that's there's the basic separation of ideals between the two of them right there. Is he's like, we sit here and we die on this wall and stuff like that, so you don't have to worry about what's on the other side of this wall.
This show really reminds me of the game I'm playing right now, actually, with the wall and Beyond the Wall and everything.
When did this game come out?
Horizon Zero Dawn. So it's 2 years ago or 3 years ago or something. It's fucking awesome.
Well, this came out, I think the first episodes of this were 2009.
Okay. So it's after. It's definitely, I think it was definitely influenced by it.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of things are going to be going forward.
Wouldn't it be? I would like to play some kind of massive multiplayer version. Imagine being able to go to all these different places.
That would be fucking badass.
Yeah.
So I'm saying you will be when we have our own, entertainment land or movie. Well, okay, this is a show. Yeah. If we call it movie land and then we have Game of Thrones land, Steven Spielberg's going to be outside having a bird. Yeah. Because it's not a movie. I love you, Steven Spielberg. Seriously, I'm just joking around here. Please put me in something.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on that one thing, but everything else is great.
Yeah, I love you. We don't have to agree on everything, Spielberg, please.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me.
He's been shutting me out for 37 years because of this one thing.
I need hold a grudge, brah.
We've been arguing about Netflix since I was born.
Netflix. I don't think he's not wrong, though.
No.
I just,
He nails
it. Who brings all their booze for them?
They make their booze, apparently.
He's drinking it all, the guys.
Yeah. That's what happens. They Well, you got to remember, these guys don't hydrate. They're not drinking. Nobody's getting a bottle of water and drinking. They're constantly just everybody drinks wine.
They must have the worst dumps back in these days. What a shit. Where are they even going? Do we get to see the latrine?
No.
Everybody's. Fuck? We get to see everything else.
Well, you'll see some shit related things though. I promise. But I assume that everybody's shits sound exactly like Chewbacca, just like. Brrr. like everything.
So they've agreed now they're going to go somewhere else, these two guys.
Yes, they're
Who's
now
the other guy?
He's going to accompany him. He's one of the Night's Watch, but he's in charge of like recruiting. So he's constantly traveling. So he basically said
he's
like
going to go with him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going home, and he's like, you're coming to King's Landing too.
He's
we'll
like,
go
we're
together.
Gonna stay in the nice places this time.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, feeling the titties.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Every month that woman feels her titties.
Yeah. Oh, it's a blessing from the great stallion. That's the god of the Dothraki.
The great stallion. Wow, you got fucked by a horse, lady.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because the like their huts and stuff look kind of like the stables in Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Right. I can't wait for part 2.
Oh, apparently how cool is that?
It does take place in the same place. Yeah. But apparently 2 of them already did. Like Ocarina of Time was in the same place as the one before it. It's just, it will change.
It's all Hyrule. It's just updated and whatever. I think that this one will end up being expanded, and it may actually go to a place where it's been rebuilt now and stuff.
That's what I'm hoping, because I spent 420 hours in there. It can't be exactly the same, or it will be boring. I want to go back, but if it's just going to be different missions in the same place, I'm going to give it a big fucking thumbs up, but I doubt it. I love it. They're smart. They know what they're doing. Yeah. It'll be a night mode or something, or the castle, like something's going to change. Yeah. Or you'll go underground for actual real dungeons, not like the ones.
Yeah. You'll find.
Yeah. Anyways,
we'll figure it out.
So this guy again who is this guy again? I know he's
White Boy.
Yeah.
So his name's Jorah Mormont. He's actually just
why is he traveling with them?
He's literally explaining that right now. So he just said he betrayed his father. His father's Jorah Mormont, who's actually the commander, the old man who's the Night's Watch. So that's his dad, but he just said he betrayed him in there. So now we know now that there's a reason that he's far away from his dad, and we figure it out from there. So I don't. Again,
so he wronged his dad, and now he travels with these guys. And I guess we'll find out slowly why they've accepted him and how he's here. And
so now
she's Drago allow him.
Oh, the crazy has a baby inside her. How'd that baby get
mine?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Her tits.
Is this a bad thing? Like he's like, uh-oh.
Well, he is. I think it's happening faster than he wanted it to, and he also has his own like affinity for her.
Right.
So he's just
got the hots for her. He's like, damn, I thought I could steal her away before she got knocked up, and now she can't leave.
He's very different than I think I mentioned it in the books. He's like fat and bald and stuff in like the books. That, and I don't like. I know we talked about it. It's like, they describe these people to get a picture, but it's just like, sometimes I don't think it matters. Like, let me build my own picture of these guys.
Right.
And then when you do a show like this, you can let them pick whoever they want, and then you kind of figure what's going on.
Is that the guy that he punched in the face or beat up before? Yeah, another bud.
Because now, before he was just showing everybody how cool he was and how good he was. Now he's actually teaching them and leading them.
Oh, yeah. So. Give him a little instead of just keep beating him. I'm the man now. Yeah, teach him something.
That's what his uncle was teaching him up there. He's like, you got to earn what you're doing, right? So,
oh my God, he's only 9 years old. He's a leap year baby.
Well, no, it's like you said, right? Like, how long are the winters and the summers, right? So it's this
so kind of comes in waves, eh? Yeah.
So
So what does that tell us about like the way the planet is moving, or what the hell is happening?
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
This one's probably flat, but
it must be.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it is.
Well, either that.
Well, it shows in the map it's kind of curved up.
The way I think it is, like again, if we were to get really, really scientific about it, the world's a million times bigger than what we see.
So it takes a much longer time for the revolution to.
So basically, you would think that like King's Landing and all that stuff is close to the equator, and that the wall and all that stuff's closer to the North Pole. Right. But it's a way bigger planet than Earth. Then you would put it on like an elliptical orbit instead of a circular orbit. So then that means for a longer period of time, the top half would be in the closer.
That's right. Yes.
So that would be its summer, and then but because it's elliptical, it's always kind of random in the way it spins and all these different things, right? Days, nights, months, moons, things.
Oh, what is he talking about here?
Yeah. He's basically putting out the idea that like they need help. They're starving.
They need more people.
They need people. They need supplies. Yeah. So this is Maester Aemon.
Ooh.
Every place has a Maester.
Those are neat. There they are. Got to keep them warm, I guess, or is that just somewhere neat to put them?
I think it's probably just a nice place.
It's like critter eggs, man. They put them critter eggs next to the heater. Boom, there they were. Yeah. Oh, fuck. What do we got here?
Just some naked
Caro Drago. We get to see any Drago dong?
No.
That's it right there.
Drogo.
That's actually nothing draped over it. That is it.
Let's see if we can get you to say Drogo once before the end of the episode.
Drugzo?
Yeah, that's close enough. Juggalo?
Yeah. You wish.
I would just be so happy to just have her boob pressed against me like that one currently is.
Apparently she almost died a bunch of times or something.
She's had multiple aneurysms. It was a few seasons into the show and stuff like that. She had to have like some emergency surgery and stuff. Those two are super incredibly close. Like you can actually see through the course of like their time. So
my God, it's Peter's Dinklage.
Yeah. So he said he was going to piss off the wall, right?
Okay, right.
But the
I think he done slip and fall 1,000 feet to his death.
But then his pee stream is frozen, and so it keeps him like he's dangling.
He's stuck
that would
by
be
his
fucking
penis.
Yeah. But yeah, Drogo and Emilia Clarke and what's his face there are like super close. Like when things would happen to her on the show, he would send love to her. Like he's like, I love you, my bride, and all this stuff, right?
Oh, he's like, talk to his bro.
Yeah. And he would meet up with them and stuff like that, like in off season and stuff like they're super close. And
it's better if you're gonna be a cripple. It's better to be a rich cripple.
It's true.
Yeah, that's probably pretty true. Mm-hmm. Well, off he goes to another adventure. He's got a higher purpose.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
Something's going on with him.
Wouldn't it be amazing if everything around him, like it seems like it's the big thing, but then it's actually his thing is the only thing that actually has any importance?
Right. He probably is.
So he was sent
teaching her how to fight.
She was sent to dance class only to find out that her dad set her up with sword fighting lessons. Yeah, this guy's great. And this is another one who they like again, he was a fat, bald guy. I think in George R.R. Martin's mind, all the women had to be 13 years old and hot, and all the men had to be fat and bald so he had a chance.
Right.
He's just like, it's all about personality now, and I'm the one writing this story.
I will explain the women in excruciatingly sexy detail, but all you need to know is every man is way overweight, bald, and has a giant beard.
Yes.
Just picture that for every man.
Yeah. And
he keeps calling her boy because it's probably illegal for a woman to be learned how to the fight.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You're a skinny boy. You have a very tiny penis. I can barely see it. It's as if it's inverted itself inwards.
Yes. So, I will stick myself inside it now to find it.
Yes.
Whoa. Yeah. I love this character so much, and it's kind of like that's a great thing to say. The sword's a part of your arm. Can you drop it?
This guy could be played by like Takiki Waititi in like the funny version.
Yes. He reminds me too, the way he speaks. Now, this is a very vague thing, but it's From the Earth to the Moon. There was a guy who played Farouk Albaz, who is the guy who taught the astronauts about the moon, like the geology of, not the geology of the moon, but like its makeup, like its craters, and because he's the one who taught like the people, like when you had two people land on the moon, one person was like for 3 days just circling the moon by himself, but he had to like survey it and he had to like find potential landing spots, and so but there he's going at like thousands of miles an hour.
Holy
like
fuck.
Swinging around this thing, assuming the moon's not also flat.
Right.
And
which probably is.
Probably. And it's also made of cheese. But
that's on the inside.
Yeah.
The outside's like a combo.
Yes.
It's how the outside's crunchy pretzel, the inside's cheese.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I like that. He's like, you're made of water. You pierce them like this, the water leaks out, and they die. But yeah, anyways, that's like the way he speaks sounds a lot like that. My name is
Omega Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I would give anything for that. See, this is interesting too, because it's one of like the first one-on-one fights we're seeing is between a little girl and a man who's so far has not been on the show.
Who? At least he's not like, I thought he was going to be like whipping her behind and like smack, she's going to come back to her old man with like a bruise.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure she's going to come back with bruises.
Oh, probably, yeah.
But
this is going to come in handy. You watch later on when they get older, she's going to whoop that punk ass again.
Yeah. But I'll tell you the choreography that they put together, even for something like this, has a certain beauty to it. And there's other fight scenes that are kind of different, but like, look, you're getting to see the proud father. Look at my daughter get murdered by this old man.
Oh.
Now he's getting a little PTSD going on.
Oh, yeah. I just heard this slash of real swords. Yeah, he's getting like a flashback here.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like it's something because he's like, he just got that idea. He's like, did I just put her in something
that's
worse?
The end of her, eh?
So that is the end of that episode.
Was that like, what was that look? Was like, I'm sending her to like what I've done.
Yeah.
She'll have the memories that I have, this awful murder memories. Like,
so do we have any big sweeping theories for this episode?
No, I don't remember the ones I gave before. But no, I do one.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
There is something more going on with him. He's not just this playboy that travels around. He's gaining knowledge. He's doing something.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad, he's doing something. Okay. He has a higher purpose.
For sure.
Maybe in his own mind, maybe not. I don't know, but he's got something going on here.
So so basically the grand statement on this one is that Peter Dinklage is more than he appears.
And war is hell.
And war is hell. That's what it said on the side of that dude's helmet and Full Metal Jacket. Yep. And me sucky sucky. It also said that on the other side.
Make you holla $2.
I didn't remember that one.
Make you holla.
It's so long. I've rewatched that movie a bunch of times, but I literally stopped watching it after everybody, basically after Vincent D'Onofrio dies, I stopped watching the movie.
I stopped watching anything after Vincent D'Onofrio dies.
I'm gonna fucking die. This is what's gonna happen. I don't know when. I don't know how many more I have left in me. But you're gonna do that one day, and I'm gonna drop dead in front of you, and you're going to know for the rest of your life it's specifically because of the way you pronounce.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, no, it's worth it.
Okay, cool.
I didn't say stop.
Okay, cool. No, I meant like when you die, I'm gonna just keep doing the episode.
Please. But you're gonna have to rush through them and get through all the rest of the episodes of this because while I'm dead, I'm not paying for my for my HBO.
Oh, shit.
So then it'll go away as soon as the next bill comes around.
Yeah, we'll have to get it done. There'll be like a hilarious clip of you like falling apart, literally.
You're just like you're just constantly gagging. You're this thing's so bad.
That's part of the comedy.
Yeah. It's like, I could have moved him at least to the balcony, but why bother?
They did used to have comedy acts at the vomitorium.
They should.
Yep. Everybody's gagging.
I was going to say, it's that one act, that guy who like swallows shit, the great regurgitator. Yeah.
He's almost like Kevin. Remember Kevin? Don't touch. And he would touch he also would do the chocolate chips. He would turn them rainbow. Kevin.
From the Chips Ahoy commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
that he would make that noise when he'd suck a light bulb in.
Let me put this to you. This is what you just described to me, and tell me if there's any human who would be able to find it. You remember Kevin, the guy with.
I'm also touching things while I make that noise.
I was just doing it.
They can't see you.
Yeah, but they couldn't see you.
True.
We're at another impasse. You should have
explained it to them.
I'm not interested.
You understood though.
I do now.
See?
It took a moment.
You don't need words.
Well, my thing...
We're like the Borg.
Yeah. My thing with you is my everlasting bond with you and a smidge of patience. Because the first moments are completely different language. It's like when you have one of those, like in Last Starfighter, when they put those translator things on, and for the first couple of moments, it's like... So that's what I get for the first moment, and then it starts to work, and then then the mind meld. All right, so that's that episode, guys.
That was a good one.
Yeah, and we're going to be back with episode 4.
Nothing even happens on the show, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But a lot did happen.
To me, it's like it's a game of chess where you're literally allowed to move every piece every single turn.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, I get it. Sorry. But you know what I mean? Like where you can, it's like every piece it's my turn, I get to move every piece, and then it's your turn, you get to move every piece. So it's like... Nothing looks like it's happening, but at the same time, when you look at the chessboard, you're like, "Holy crap!" Like it looks like a whole game's already been played.
Yep.
All right, guys. As usual, miscastcommentary.com. Email us, podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Find us on Twitter @miscastpodcast. I'm @JK Finley. Todd's @miscasttodd. Instagram @miscastcommentary. I'm @JK Finley. Todd hates pictures of himself because he believes they're stealing his soul.
They are?
So he's not wrong. I just never had a soul, so not interested. So, again, guys, thank you all so much for your support on here. We hope that our patrons are enjoying this. Let's see, I say it late, so that if we get no patrons, I can just throw this in as an episode and then just completely ignore that this ever happened.
Come and play a game with us.
Meow. All right, guys, we'll see you next week with the next episode.
This has been Binge Watchers on the Wall, a Game of Thrones podcast, presented by Miscast Commentary. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for more information about the podcast and its hosts. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our podcasts wherever you may listen. Thank you for your patronage and good night, but beware, for the night is dark and full of terrors.